Hi everyone, welcome back to Rapscallion part 4, I think. Let's continue. The mood of the ship feels lighter now that we are no longer following a target. Thank goodness for that. Captain, I see another merchant ship on the horizon. Oh no, are we chasing after another one? Nah, we won't be this time because we already took what we needed from the last ship. It takes days to follow a ship, so it's best not to waste any more time because we need to be at the port. Good thing we aren't going after another. Yeah. Startled by the loud noise, we rush to the upper deck, and there it is, the same old culprit. June, why are you firing cannon? You may startle the merchant ship nearby. Since that ship isn't our target, it's fine to make some noise, right, Captain? They're sailing too far for my cannonballs to reach anyway. If you put it that way. Besides, my cannonballs are like a friendly greeting. When I fire them, it's like shouting, ahoy! No, it isn't. It's the opposite of a greeting. Jun tilts his head and blinks innocently at me. What do you mean? Don't pretend to be clueless, you maniac. Cannons are meant to attack ships. Did you play with cannons so much that your brain is now an iron ball? Ha ha ha, maybe. You're not supposed to agree. It was sarcasm. Kagi lets out a laugh as he slaps our shoulders. It's more lively on the ship than ever since you came on board, Mia. I'm glad you're with us. Yay. Hoi, Mia, are you excited? For what? Food, no more sea biscuit from now on. I took a lot of fruits and dry meat from the merchant ship. Say goodbye to scurvy. All this talking about food is making me hungry. Want to munch on some with me? But it isn't dinner time yet. The captain doesn't have to know. Pirates are thieves after all, so this is fine. The navigator takes out a knife from his belt and proceeds to skillfully peel an apple before sneaking it into my hand. Thanks. You're good at using a knife. Well, that's because it's my main weapon. I always have a couple of knives around me in case I get into a fight. A couple? Why don't you have just one with you? Because I throw knives, that's my specialty. The iPad helps me aim well. But there's one downside to throwing knives, and that is, I have to go pick them after throwing them. It's always awkward to do that in front of the enemy. I guess that's why you bring a couple around, huh? It's even more depressing when I throw a knife and it drops into the ocean. Maybe it's time for you to pick a new weapon? In the comfort of his cabin, Kagi gazed at the ocean through his windows. Hey, Captain. Yeah, it's always nice to see you here. I've actually been thinking about you. Me? Why? Because we're going to arrive at the port in a week or two. Since you've never been there, I'm excited to show you around. It's a big seaport, so I'm sure you have a lot of fun there. You'll see a big market where people of different shapes and sizes all walk around merrily. Sounds awesome, I can't wait. So, try not to die until we arrive there. Why do you have to say something so scary after getting me excited? Haha, the life of a sailor is tough after all. We never know what kind of danger we'll be facing. As Kagi gets up from his seat, my eyes fixate on the sword that is attached to his belt. Do you use that sword during fights? Aye, this cutlass has been with me for years. Just like this beautiful ship, it was given to me by my mentor. Ever since I only held this cutlass as my weapon, nothing else. I have never held a gun before. Oh my sword throat. For an old sword, it sure has no rust. Of course, whatever my mentor passed down to me, I give it all my love and care. You must really love your mentor. He was like a father to me. He taught me many lessons about life that I will never forget. The captain's eyes sparkle in admiration as he goes on and on about his mentor. Say, Mia, do you want me to be your mentor? You already one since you always teach me about seafaring. Haha, you're right. Hey Otto, what are you doing? Nothing much. I feel relieved that we didn't have to battle today. No battles means the ship won't be harmed. Whenever we get into intense fight, I would always have to repair the ship, and that's a lot of work. Before I came on board, did you guys get into fights often? Our targets usually surrender, but a few do fight back. When that happens, we do our best to fend for our lives. But don't worry, since you're new here, I'll make sure you won't get involved in a fight until you're capable of using a weapon. Does that mean you're going to teach me how to use a weapon now? Nah, not yet. I don't want you to join our battle since you're a new recruit. You just start sailing. It will be a shame if you die because you taste any adventure. I guess that's a pretty terrible scenario. What weapon do you use when you battle, by the way? An axe. Would you like to take a look? Is it heavy? But I can hold it easily from all the carpentry and hammering that I've been doing. I assume you would go into battle with a saw or something and threaten to amputate people. Oh, that's a good idea. No, it isn't. Forget that I ever said it to you. I'm surprised I didn't hear the sound of the cannon going off during the capture earlier. Oh, that's because the captain forbids me from ever firing cannonballs at merchant ships. He said he doesn't want the merchant ship to be damaged, so they can safely sail after we loot them. Quite odd to be considerate after looting them, but I guess it's a good thing that this crew isn't so evil. It's too bad. I want to destroy things, if only the captain allowed me. I feel like the cannons on board our ships are mainly used for decor and for you to have fun. Ha 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 ha, that's right. Since I can use cannons during battle, I use another weapon. From his waist, Jun takes out a gun to show it to me. It's a flintlock pistol. Flintlock or flintlock? You don't use a sword? Mia, my title is the ship's gunman, not the ship's swordsman. Alright. But I have a knife with me in case my pistol runs out of bullets. I may be called a gunman, but I know how to use many weapons, but I prefer guns and cannons. Say, what weapon do you think would be suitable for someone like me? A gun or a sword? I picked them up. That isn't a weapon. But you're great when it comes to mopping. Somehow that doesn't sound like a compliment at all. Okay, let's see. During the day, Otto walks right into my cabin. Hey, what are you? Before I finish my sentence, he shoves something in my mouth. Something sour? My face immediately scrunches as the distasteful flavor starts to spread onto my tongue. Don't spit it out. Since I can't make any words with my mouth occupied, I tip my head questioningly. It's a lemon, so make sure to drink all of its juice. I eventually nod to his request. It takes everything in me to chew on the sour fruit and swallow it. That was unpleasant. Are you trying to ruin my taste buds by feeding me a lemon? Nay, I was looking out for you. Most sailors get scurvy from the lack of nutrition. We need to eat sour fruit to prevent that. Luckily, we got some lemons from the merchant ship yesterday, so I'm going around making sure everyone eating their lemons. That's a nice gesture, but can you not suddenly shove one into my mouth next time? I'll try. Taking care of us like this, it's like you're starting to become a doctor. I've been reading and learning a lot about medicine. Don't Do you know, for some pirates, medicine is worth more than gold? It's because medicine can make you live longer, but gold doesn't. That's why health is more important than wealth to me. So, do we have any medicine on board? Um, Otto's mood immediately drops as his cheek turns into a pout. We don't have any medicine because it's expensive. Why not just buy it? Didn't you just say health is more important than wealth? It's hard to buy medicine when it's so rare to find. Everyone wants it after all. That's why I'm trying to make some myself. Good luck with that, I guess. A smile eventually returns from the carpenter's face as he tightened his headband. Well then, I have to get going. I still have to feed lemons to the other fellas. Sure, have fun. With Otto now gone from the room, it's time for me to go out to the deck as well. I still have work to do. I was fine this whole morning, but not so much now. The rocking of the boat makes me feel queasy. The more I mop the deck, the more unpleasant I feel. My head starts to throb as if someone is stabbing it with a needle. Unable to ignore the headache, I drop the mop so I can use my hands to massage my temples. Something is slowly coming up my esophagus. Knowing far too well what this feeling is, I go up to the side of the ship. Ahoy there, Mia! I pass a weak wave at Otto before leaning against the wall of the ship. You don't look well. I think I'm about to vomit. Are you seasick again? Trying my hardest to keep my puke from going up my throat, I only respond to the carpenter with a nod. Then I have just a thing for you. Hope it's not a saw. I don't need an amputation. It isn't, don't worry. Otto quickly scurries away before coming back out with a bottle a few seconds later. Drink this. It's medicine that will help you. How did you get this? I thought you said you didn't have any medicine with you. Oh, I just made it. You just made it? Feeling slightly skeptical, I take the weird concoction Otto has made. His eyes light up in anticipation, waiting for me to drink the medicine. Something doesn't seem right. What did you put in here? Since we barely have any ingredients on board, I added some rum and my sweat. Okay. I had to blink a couple of times to register what the last ingredient was. Wait, why did you add your sweat? Because I read that fluids from certain animals have healing properties. Since we don't have any animals on board, I use my sweat instead. That doesn't make any sense. If sweat from humans could cure everything, then I could have licked my own. I was about to... Oh my god! Since I thought it would be stronger, but I was worried you might not like that. Gross! Thank God you didn't. This isn't a cure, you know. Anyway, is this even medicine? It's just rum mixed with your sweat. With a look of disappointment on his face, Otto lowered his head. Is he pouting? Ever since you first got seasickness, I've been reading books at night to find medicine to help you. Even though there are a lot of different ingredients that they mention, I couldn't get any since we're at sea. That's why the only thing I could use is rum and my sweat. I know I'm not good enough to be a doctor, but I just want to help you get better. There is a pang in my chest as guilt starts to eat me up. On the one hand, he just makes rum and sweat, so this clearly is a medicine. But on the other hand, he went through so much effort to make me feel better. I let out a sigh as I braced myself to swallow the drink. No, Mia, no, please. It is going to taste like rum. I will barely taste the sweat anyway. No. After taking a deep breath, I take the medicine in a single shot. As I pass the empty bottle back to Otto, he smiles at me like a little kid who just got what he wanted. I'm really happy that you took my medicine. Now I'm excited to study and make more. Yeah, it's not going to be good, isn't it? Now, even more dizzy from drinking the alcohol, I feel worse than ever, of course. Are you feeling better? Uh, I keep my mouth sealed since I don't want to blame others for my worsened condition. Oh no, all this time I was so excited to give you medicine that I forgot rum makes sickness worse. I'm such a terrible doctor. You are. But I'm not going to affirm that out loud. Affirm that out loud, please. I'm going to take a rest. Tell the captain I won't be able to walk for a while. I I stumbled straight to my cabin as I decided to rest for the day. Back inside my room, I lay down on the hammock as I tried to get myself comfortable. A few minutes later, the carpenter steps inside with a concerned look on his face. What do you want this time? Just checking up on you. Dejected, Otto sits on one of the crates next to me. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you. I wish I could make a real medicine to make you feel better. I'm never going to drink any medicine you make ever again. I know it sounds harsh, but it's gross. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel worse. Even as I attempt to close my eyes to sleep, it is impossible since I can feel others' gaze on me. So, are you not going to leave? Nay, I want to take care of you. It's my fault you're like this, so I want to make sure you get better. He then touches my forehead before gently brushing away my hair. Good, at least you don't have a fever. Yeah, it's just seasickness, I promise you. I'm going to check your heartbeat next. You don't really have to. I insist. His hand travels down to my chest as it brushes against. Wait, did he just touch my. An awkward silence fills the air as I internally panic about the situation I'm in. I feel Arthur press his finger into myself. My palms start to sweat as I think about multiple explanations for I have. Anxious by the silence, I glance at the carpenter who seems to be in deep thought. Why isn't he saying anything? You. A gulp goes down my throat as I breathe. My God. As I brace myself for what he has to say next. Do you have a problem with your body? I hear that some men can grow breasts if they drink a lot of milk. Huh? My jaw drops at the unexpected question as I have no words to respond with. I know some men who don't want to have breasts, so do you want me to chop them off to make you feel better? Good thing I brought my saw with me. I scurry out of the hammock before backing up against the wall. Now fearing Otto, I cover with my arms. You will not be chopping anything off. But don't you want to get rid of that problem? No, because that's not a problem for me because I'm a woman. I quickly slap my hand over my mouth after realizing what I just blurted out. Oh no, I said it. He's not going to be furious and throw me overboard. Now, is he? Huh? Is that so? A chuckle escaped from his lips as he covered his mouth to hold back his laughter. I can't believe that I mistook you for a medical problem. Why are you laughing? You're not mad at me? Why would I be mad at you? Because I'm a woman on board a pirate ship. And why would that matter? Whether you're man or woman, it doesn't change anything. Man and woman may be different on the outside, but we're all the same on the inside. The only thing I'm upset is that you felt the need to hide who you are from me. Otto reached his hand out before placing on top of my head. You don't have to hide anything from me anymore. In my eyes, you will always be my mate. Nothing you do or say will change that. You can trust me. The warmth in his words made me feel safe. Instead of going on an outburst like usual, I stayed quiet, drowning myself in his soothing presence. Also, I'm your doctor, added the truth if I want to make the right cures. I want to take care of you, Mia. The carpenter ruffles my hair before withdrawing his hand. I usually hate it when someone treats me like a child, but in this situation it's not so bad. So, have you been wanting to vomit because of seasickness, or are you actually pregnant? Why would I be pregnant? I haven't been with anyone. Does that mean no one else on board knows that you are a woman? Only Milos does. Of course, he knows everything, because if he's peeping, he's managed to find out most of my secrets too. That guy sure is a problem. I think it's okay to tell the rest of the crew that you're a woman. Kagi and Jun are both good people. They won't think badly of you no matter who you are. We're mates after all. I'll think about it. Still feeling reluctant, I don't feel like I can confide in them just yet. After all, Kagi is the one who said that women are prohibited on board the ship. Maybe one day when I'm fully sure and comfortable enough around them. I just realized that all this talking made my headache lessen since I was distracted. That's great. I'm glad I was able to help you in the end. Otto's face suddenly turns serious as he looks out the window. One day I will make a proper medicine for you. That's fine. Didn't you say I wouldn't get seasickness after getting used to sailing for days? Aye, but during that time I don't want you to suffer. It's not so bad, it's just a small headache. Motion sickness sucks, but I don't play it because I don't want Otto to worry. Anyway, I disturbed your rest, didn't I? I'll be leaving now, so get some sleep. Don't worry about mopping the decks, I'll do it for you. You don't have to, I'll mop after my nap. It's fine. I don't have any work today, just focus on getting better. My eyes follow Otto's as he leaves my cabin. Rather than feeling relief, I feel grateful that both he and Milos accept me for who I am. I thought they were weirdos, but they are actually really nice. I close my eyes and try my best to fall asleep and shake away the rest of the nausea left in me. After my nap, I stumble outside and see the guys drinking merrily. Mia, you're finally up. Why don't you join us? Kagi pours me a mug of rum before passing it to me. Feeling thirsty after my nap, I quickly gulp down the whole thing in mere seconds. It stings my throat, but at least it's still refreshing to have my thirst quenched. Can I have some more? Before Kagi can pour more rum, Otto snatched the mug away. You won't be drinking anymore, Mia. You have to take care of yourself. Huh? I can drink as much as I want. No, I won't let you. Come on, Otto. Why are you stopping him? Mia might be a small man, but he should be able to handle his alcohol. I'm not sure about that. Let's all just have fun and drink up. I'm already on my third mug. If you say so. Eventually agreeing to his crewmates, the carpenter hands my mug back to me. Otto told me that you had seasickness the whole day. How are you feeling now? Better than ever. Rum after a long nap is quite refreshing. Nothing beats good old rum to keep you going. I take the mug and gulp down the alcohol. I must have been really dehydrated. Just I'm about to ask for more, Otto grabs my wrist and stopping me once again. That's enough. Who are you to tell me when to stop? Are you my mom? I don't want you to drink anymore because you are weak. Maybe because I'm a little tipsy, but the word weak gets my blood boiling. I'm not weak at all. Now anger, I grab Otto's wrist before dragging him to the upper deck where no one else can hear us. You seem upset. Upset? Of course I'm upset. Are you calling me weak just because you know I'm a woman? I can drink as much as I want. I can handle myself. Mia, I already told you that I don't care whether you are a man or a woman. I called you weak not because you're your gender, but because you're likely to get seasick. The more you drink, the stronger your headaches will be, especially when the ship is rocking. You just woke up, so I don't want you to feel unwell again. Now understanding his action, I regret lashing out at him. He was just looking out for me and I just misunderstood. Sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you. That's alright. Embarrassed, I lowered my head to avoid his gaze. You know you can take care of yourself. You're a strong woman after all. But as ship's doctor, I don't want you to feel sickly. The crew health is the only thing that's on my mind. Finally, I managed to lift my head to meet his eyes. Why are you so considerate? Because we're mates. Also, I've always liked to care for others ever since I was young. It's those caring and nice types like you who gets taken advantage of by evil people. It's not always good to be too kind. You better watch your back. Then, if someone comes to take advantage of me, will you come to my aid and protect me? The question caused me to let out a snicker. Of course, we're mates, aren't we? During our conversation, I suddenly felt an arm around my neck. It belongs to the gunman. You've been with Otto the whole lot today. What were you guys talking about? It's a secret. A secret? Again? The look on June's face tells me that something is bothering him. But before I can ask him what's wrong, he quickly leaves my side. Unable to sleep at night after resting all day, I step outside my cabin. In the middle of the ship stands the carpenter who is staring out into the ocean. Is something on your mind, Otto? Oh, I read in my book that seawater has healing powers. Even though we are always on board the ship, we rarely touch the water. I wonder if we should dip in the ocean every now and then. And risk drowning? I don't think so. We could use a bucket to get the water out for our legs and feet. Or we could take a swim in the shallow waters if we were to ever dock near an island. That sounds like it would be fun. What does seawater cure anyway? The books I read is that it helps with infection, healing wounds, and back pain. Do you want to see if it works, Mia? Sure, but how? I already collect some seawater. All we need to do is chop off your finger and dip it in the seawater to see if it heals. We're not chopping anything off. Even for the sake of medicine? Don't plead with me using those eyes. It's not going to work. Your idea is ridiculous. Fine. Besides, I bet seawater only helps with small wounds and infection. I doubt it's magical cure for all. Maybe so. But don't you think the ocean is wonderful and godless? It carries so many mysteries. It brings us fish to eat. It's even a natural medicine that can cure us. Yeah, the ocean sure is mysterious and beautiful. I continued talking with Otto throughout the night till the two of us eventually grew exhausted. On this uneventful day, I mopped the deck just doing my job as per usual. I see the idiotic trio huddled together, but I'm not going to bother with them since I still have work. You scurvy dog, you're wrong. Even if I don't care about what they're up to, I can hear them loud and clear. Do they need to shout when we're on a small ship? Actually, never mind. It's hypocritical of me when I yell often. Obviously, I do the most work on the ship. Navigation is important during sailing. My job is important as well. A ship can sail safely if it's broken. Don't forget about me. My duty is important because cannons. Because cannons are cannons. What's that supposed to mean? My ears burst up in curiosity, the more I overhear their banter. God damn it. Focus on your work, Mia. You're not curious. You don't care about what they're saying. No, I can't ignore it. The nosy side in me wants to know why they are arguing. What are you fellas talking about? Thank you for asking, Captain. I want to know that as well. Since there's no first mate on this ship, we're arguing about who's suitable to be one. Obviously, me, since I'm the navigator, I'm always making decisions with the captain. No, I want to be the first mate. I see the problem here. As for you, Otto, I didn't expect you to be interested in this sort of thing. Oh no, I was bored, so I want to participate in this contest to pass time. Wow, what a great reason. So, who you think is more fitting to be the first mate? It's me, right? No, it's definitely me. Everyone can be first mate? Huh? How will that work? I can possibly pick one of you to be my first mate. I trust you all the same, so does it really matter if I have three? Sounds fine to me. What a great resolution. Boy, the captain sure knows how to make his children happy. Now that the banter is no longer distracting me, I go back to work. I mop every corner of the deck, making sure the floor stays spotless. Since the task isn't exciting, I start to whistle to make it more fun. Suddenly, I hear loud screams from every direction, making me stop everything that I'm doing. Blimey! Cease the whistling at once! The sound of doom and evil! Make it stop! I sense darkness creeping it toward us. I must go check on the ropes to ensure that they are sturdy. Why are you guys all acting insane? Never whistle again, Mia. Why? It's harmless. No, it's not. If you whistle, you are whistling up a storm. Now that the sea has hurt you, a storm will be approaching us soon. That's so silly. How can my whistling... Captain, dark clouds can be seen in the horizon. It seems to be heading toward us. See what I said, Mia? You summon a storm. It's likely just a coincidence. Is it though? Their weird superstition could possibly be true, right? We must avoid the storm at all costs. Milo, steer the ship away and lead us toward the clear skies. Aye aye, Captain. Kagi stares in the direction of the stormy cloud with a stern look on his face. You might think our belief is silly, but we have to take every caution to avoid a storm. After all, it's sailors' worst nightmare. It has taken away the life of many sailors, and I don't wish for us to follow the same fate. My bad. I didn't know whistling would bring a bad omen. No, it's my fault for not telling you beforehand, but remember to not ever whistle again. Alright, fine. So, what other things do sailors believe in that I should know? Beware of the sharks? That sounds like something obvious. They look like they could kill me with one bite. Aye, but they're worse than that. If a shark is following a ship, then it's a sign that someone on board is going to die. How come? That doesn't make any sense. The sea creatures are a mystery, so I can't tell you. Maybe these sharks like to take sailors with them to the bottom of the ocean. Has a shark ever followed your ship? Nay, I must be a lucky fella. Or maybe most sea creatures are afraid to come near our ship because tunes keep firing those cannons. That makes sense, but that sounds like a good thing. Perhaps not. All sea creatures are not there to bring us harm. Like dolphins. If they swim with the ship, then they'll bring us a boatload of luck. But because of those cannons, we'll never receive that luck. Nay, Captain, I can bring us the luck you seek. June pops his head between us, interrupting our conversation. Say, have you heard of that big seabird who brings luck to sailors? Do you mean the albatross? Hey, that's what I mean. You saw an albatross, June? That's a good sign. Looks like our journey will be full of luck. You think I will be satisfied with just seeing one? Hey, I need more. The grin on June's face gets wider, indicating that this man has been up to some mischief. I don't like where this is going. To bring even more luck, I shot the bird with my slingshot, and it dropped onto the deck. Now it will be with us on board forever. We'll always have luck on our side during our journeys. Sing me, you shot it? I saw it to you. Oh, poor guy. The gunner points to the main mast, and we see the poor bird who is tied up and scared. Blimey, what have you done? Is the bird alright? Otto, who had heard the whole thing, comes to check up on the albatross. Luckily, it looked like the slingshot didn't hurt the bird much, but it's obviously scared. I think we should untie it and let it go. Why? The seabirds are hard to find. We rarely see one, so why not keep them? Although albatross bring good luck if we see them, killing them will doom the ship. It's unwise to keep the bird on board since it might die. I won't let it. I'll feed it and it'll live. I'll let it drink our rum. It can be my new partner. I already named it Birdie. June, we can't keep it. Alrighty then, I'll let it go. With a pout on his face, the camera finally unties the poor bird. As soon as the ropes are off, it immediately starts to flap its wings before flying up into the air. Farewell, Birdie. Thank the seas that the bird's wings are not injured. The three of us collectively let out a sigh while June still seems upset about letting go of the bird. Loud footsteps can be heard as Milo runs up to us with a terrified look on his face. There's danger ahead, Captain. Another one? Aye, in the opposite direction of the storm, I spot a Navy ship far into the distance. The Navy? What are you doing on this road? I thought it was safe as well. Good eye for spotting it early, Milos. Anyway, we can't let them catch us. Is there any way to avoid the eyes of the Navy? According to my map, there seems to be an island surrounded by rocks east of where we are. Maybe we should hide there for a bit. That's a good idea. Turn the ship. We're sailing to the island. Aye, aye, Captain. Looking at the distance of the map, I'd say it'd take a few days to arrive there. I understand. Milo starts away as he goes to change the direction of the ship. Why are we avoiding the Navy? That's because we're pirates. We lead other ships, so our action will lead us to prison. Haha! Don't laugh in this situation, it's not funny. It's fine, Mia. I'll make sure we never get caught by Navy. I don't feel reassured at all. Are you regretting that you're part of crew since you are scared to go to prison? Who's scared? I'm not scared. I say this, but I am indeed fearful. The thought of spending the rest of my life behind bars is terrifying thought. The Navy won't know that we're a pirate ship from afar since our Jolly Roger isn't raised up high. In their eyes, we may just be a passing merchant ship. Then why hide? Because if they see our ship close by, they might inspect our ship and find out that we're pirates. It's safer if we avoid them from afar while we can. Got it. Kagi must notice that I'm worried because he slaps my back reassuringly. When I said everything going to be alright, I mean every word of it. Maybe it's his soothing voice, but I feel my worries drifting away after his reassurance. Everything will be fine. Standing by the edge of the ship, I see the navigator using his telescope to look far into the ocean. As I approach him, I can hear him chuckling to himself. What's making you laugh, Milos? Hmm? I'm laughing because I'm happy. Okay, what's making you happy then? It's because I smell treasure. I take a big whiff, but all I can smell is a salty sea breeze and the navigator's full body odor. The sea ever was? Oh, you're doing it wrong. You must puff up your chest and smell treasure from the soul. My face crunches at the odd answer. Is he serious? As I'm about to ask him another question, I quickly seal my lips shut. Man, why should I bother asking when he's just going to give me more answer that doesn't make sense? I'm just going to confuse myself even more. Let me explain. The island that we're heading to has treasure. How do you know that? See, I have this special gift. Wait, do you mean you actually sense treasure? No, I have a treasure map. I found it when we loot the merchant ship the other day. Why didn't you say so in the first place instead of pretending that you have mystical sensing powers? Anyway, do you want treasure so much because you want to be rich or something? Nah, I pay no mental wealth. It's the thrill of finding treasure that gets me excited. Don't you feel the same way? Not really. That's alright. I'll show you the joys of treasure hunting when we reach that island. Treasure, treasure, treasure! Like a child, my lungs continued to chant excitedly. I decided to leave the navigator alone after that. While walking along the poop deck, I can hear creak as I step on a loose floorboard. Luckily, it didn't break off. Someone could seriously injure themselves from tripping here. What's wrong, Mia? Just thinking about calling Otto over to fix this floorboard. Maybe ask him later. Currently, he's doing repairs on the main deck. The life of carpenter on this ship isn't easy, huh? He's always repairing the ship. This ship is quite old, so he needs a lot of care. Why not just buy a new one then? Don't you have a lot of money from the treasure you stole? Or did you already give it all away? We don't need a new ship. I'm fond of the way it is, so I won't want to replace it. This ship means a lot to me since my mentor gave her to me. I won't trade her for even the finest treasure. That's sweet and all, but don't you pity Otto, who has to repair the ship every single day? Otto is more than capable of doing the job. I took him on board because of his patience and skills. I trust that the repairs aren't that much of a burden to him, if you say so. Would you like to sail on a new ship, Mia? It doesn't really matter to me, but this ship is quite small. Well, we do only have few men. Also, if the ship is bigger, that means you have to mop more areas. You are right about that. Never mind, I like this small ship. I find it weird to call this ship when it's quite small. Shouldn't it be like the... I don't like the sound of that. You're underestimating small ships, Mia. The smaller they are, the faster they sail. The faster they sail, the easier we can chase merchant ships and loot them. I guess that does make sense. This ship is just like you, Mia, small yet ferocious. Who are you calling small? My bad. Does a small and lighter ship have any disadvantage aside from the size? It's easier for them to be destroyed during a storm because they are light. That's a huge disadvantage. After talking with Kagi, I feel as though our bond grew closer. While walking down the step to the main deck, I see Otto rushing toward me at full speed. Wait, Mia! The carpenter grabs my hand before holding it tight. I help you walk down the stairs. Huh? Is he trying to be a gentleman or something? Annoyed by his chivalrous gesture, I slap his hand away. I don't need any help. Don't treat me like some helpless maiden. Wait, that's not... I step down the stairs, but instead my foot landing on the floorboard. It slips inside a hole, causing me to lose my balance and fall over. Ouch! As I was saying, my intention from the start was to help you walk down the steps safely because the floorboard is broken. Why didn't you say so earlier? You didn't give me time to explain. Feeling guilty for treating him wrongly when he was just trying to help, I regret raising my voice at him. Sorry. I should have accepted for your help from the start. That's fine, as long as you understand that I only have your safety in mind, nothing else. Also, I'm the one who has apologized to you. Why? Because you won't have sleep if I fix the floor sooner. But instead of getting to work right away, I was relaxing and enjoying the sea breeze. You're always fixing stuff on the ship, so it's understandable that you want to relax at times. But I made you fall and get hurt. At least I didn't get any injuries. That's good. So can you move your foot? Realizing that I'm stuck inside the floor, I cautiously pull my foot out. So, it's not stuck. If it was, I thought I might have to saw it off. That's a terrible solution. It was never necessary to saw it off in the first place. I bruised my skin a little from the fall, but I don't want to ask Otto for help if he's just going to recommend amputation. Can you walk? Yeah, it's not a bad injury, so I'm fine. I see. Take care of yourself, Mia. I left the carpenter as he started to patch up the hole. I head to the upper deck where can usually be found. There, I see the gunner sharpening a blade before brandishing it, which is a change in scenery. Is June sick or something? Have you moved on from your obsessing over cannons to sword? Nay, my love for cannons will never disappear or lessen, but I like other weapons as well. You seem to be having fun playing around with that sword. How rude! I'm not playing with it, I'm making sure that the blade is in shape. This is the Captain Cutlass, so it has to be sharp at all times. After all, you would make a mockery out of yourself if you held a dull sword that couldn't cut the enemy. Fair point. That would be embarrassing and awkward. It's my job to avoid that. I have a duty to make sure all the weapons on board are ready for battle at any time. Wow, you're useful after all. Of course, what do you think I do all day? I don't know, play with your cannons? Do you want to know why I like cannonballs more than any other weapon? Not really. I'll tell you anyway. It's because cannons make a large and loud boom. Guns are as loud, and swords can destroy a large area like cannons do. I get it, cannons are noisy like you. Stop mocking. Actually, I like that sounds. I am the cannon. Loud like the cannon, powerful like the cannon, I have become one with the cannon. June's eyes start to sparkle, but I couldn't care less. Why did I give him ideas? While he stayed dreaming, I left the gunner alone. Okay, I think that's it for part 4. See you on the next video.